The woman at my door was a stranger, her face unknown, but she somehow knew my name. She said, "Hello, Jason." Her voice was soft and shaky. I just stared at her in silence. She said, "It is me. I am your mother." My heart stopped beating for a second. My mother left me 25 years ago. She never sent a letter, never made a call. Now she was here. Why now? Should I listen to her lies or close the door? Should I lock my past away forever? My name is Jason. I live a quiet life. I work in a small shop in a small town far from the noise of my past. But my childhood was not quiet. It was loud with sadness and heavy with silence. When I was 5 years old, my mother packed a small bag and left our home. She kissed my head while I was sleeping, then walked out of our lives forever. She did not say goodbye to my father. She just vanished, leaving us both behind. My father, Mark, was a strong man, but this broke him. He never spoke about her. He worked 2 jobs to give me a good life. He was my hero, my strength. He died 3 years ago, still waiting for her, still holding questions in his heart. For 25 years, questions filled my mind. Why did she leave? Did she ever love me? Did she ever think about me? These questions were like dark clouds over my life. I never saw the sun. Now this woman stood at my door claiming to be my mother. She had gray hair and eyes full of pain. She was a ghost from my past. This woman destroyed my father and stole my childhood. Now she was back at my door. What does she want from me now? I wanted to scream at her, to push her away. I wanted to tell her about all the lonely nights and the tears my father cried. But my voice was trapped in my throat. She saw the hate burning inside my eyes. She said, "I know you hate me, Jason. I deserve it. Please give me 5 minutes. I need to explain." I looked at her. She was not the beautiful woman from old photos. This woman was old and broken. Life had not been kind to her. A small part of me felt pity, and I hated that feeling in my chest. I did not say a word. I just stepped back and opened the door wider. She walked slowly into my house, the house she left a long time ago. I felt like I was letting a monster in, a shadow from my childhood. She walked into my small living room and looked at the photos on the wall. She saw a picture of me and my father on his last birthday before he died. He looked so tired, but he was smiling for me. She touched the picture frame gently. She said, "He was a good man." "He loved you so much," I said. "I know." "He stayed. You did not." My voice was sharp like a knife. Tears fell from her eyes. She sat on the sofa. I stayed standing. I did not want to sit. I did not want her to feel welcome. She was an enemy inside my home. She began her story. "I was young and foolish, Jason. We were poor. I was sick. We had no money for a doctor." Her words sounded weak, like excuses. I did not believe her. She said, "I found a job in another city. It paid very good money. I thought I could go there, work for 1 year and return with enough money. I wanted to fix our lives." I just listened, my face hard like a stone mask. She continued, "But it was all a lie. When I got there, the people were criminals. They took my money. They took my passport. I could not leave. I was trapped. A prisoner, Jason. A prisoner." Her story felt too dramatic, like something from television, not real life. She was lying, I thought, lying to get my sympathy. I asked, "Why not call police?" She looked down at her thin, old hands. "I was scared," she whispered, voice breaking. "They told me they knew where you lived. They said they would hurt you and Mark. If I tried to escape or call for help, they would come for you both. So I stayed silent. I stayed away to protect you." Protect me? Abandoning me was protection? My anger burned like fire. How could she say that? I said, "My father is dead. He died of a broken heart. He looked at that door every single day for you, hoping you would come home. You never did." She started to cry loudly, filling the room. It was not quiet crying. It was a raw, painful sound. She said, "I know. I am so sorry, Jason. Sorry for all the pain I caused you." But her apology was 25 years too late. Sorry could not bring back the past. Then she reached into her old bag. She pulled out a small, worn box. She opened it. Inside was a faded picture of a little boy. It was me. She had kept my picture all this time. Behind it there were letters, yellow with age. She had written me a letter for every birthday, but she never sent them. She gave me one. My hands shook as I opened it and began to read. It said, "Happy 6th birthday, my sweet Jason. Mommy loves you. I think of you daily. Be a good boy for your daddy." Tears streamed down my face as I read. I opened another, then another. They were filled with love, pain, and heavy regret. All this time I thought she was living happily without me. I thought she forgot me. But I was wrong. She had carried me in her heart, even in her silence. I sat down beside her on the sofa. I did not say a word. The anger inside me was gone. The hate was gone. Only sadness remained deep inside. The storm in my heart was finally over. I had not forgiven her. The wounds were too deep. But for the first time, I wanted to understand. I looked at my mother. I said, "Start from the beginning. Tell me everything." She looked at me with hopeful eyes. She nodded and began her painful story. It was the end of my anger, and it was the beginning of something new. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, Please like, share, and subscribe for more.